Probably not. I did pretty well though. In
How many did you get?
I got at least 7, I think.
Okay.
My fantasy was a little disappointing, but
well, I'll give you the props on the predictions then, Perch. Thank you so much for joining us, helping us throughout the group stage as well, having a lot of fun breaking down what the teams did right and wrong there. And it is insane to think that this Necro was farming up such a storm. We've also seen Necros play a different way, Gunnar, where they're a little bit more active. Do you think that that could have altered the course a bit if LGD went that way? I mean, there's a lot of what ifs, but I think just comparing those two different play styles of a Necro.
I think it was just a team as a whole, not having the Spirit Hero, the fast mobility. The Dragonet's a bit slower than that. You need to buy the Blink. So, and having the Wind offlane. I just think there's a lot of factors in this game that were not necessarily in their control.
Well, it is unfortunate for LGD that we won't be seeing them at the main event there, especially after what was such a phenomenal group stage for them. However, on the inverse, Yandex making it there for themselves, qualifying, and what a breath of relief they must be feeling right now. But let's hear more from our players because I know Nomad has one standing by with him right now.
Thank you, Nat. Yeah, I'm here with DM. I mean, DM, firstly, how are you feeling right now? Is it relief? Is it like, you know, excitement? What's going through your head?
I'm just a little bit tired. Games took a lot of energy, I would say. So, yeah, just tired. But
I mean,
obviously some relief it is because we're passing into the playoffs. So it's good.
For sure. I mean, this last game was absolutely crazy. What was it like going 60 plus minutes, you know, on Darkseer, Desert Blood Right, just vacuuming the whole screen? How was that?
I mean, we felt confident in our scaling. I think our heroes were stronger the later game goes. So yeah, I felt kind of chill already late game on. It would be low possibility to throw this kind of the game.
Did you feel the same kind of confidence in game number 2 as well?
What was game number? I mean, yeah, to be honest, game number 2 was also chill. We're playing Doom and Dio lineup. I feel like it's quite a good longer game goes, obviously.
Yeah, the IO was devastating for sure. But game number 1, things went a little bit differently. You know, LGD did take it. What do you think about their performance, specifically Whisper, the opposing offlaner on his Enigma?
I think enemy team played quite good. They had a game plan and they stick to it. But I think we did not participate in game number 1 completely. So, like, things we tried to did not work. And then it feels like we're just not really doing anything. And they're just farming and scaling. So, yeah, game number 1 was really tough. And we didn't really get to play. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, this group stage for you in general, it's been up and down, I would say. How do you feel looking back on it? And what lessons do you feel like you've learned from it?
I think we just need to figure out, like, what are our most recent mistakes, which are happening over and over again. And once we're going to fix them, we're going to return to our optimal fit, which is enough to play among the best and win the best, I guess.
And what have the conversations been to keep you guys going, to keep you locked in these tricky times? What have you guys been talking about, and how's that conversation going?
I think we just discussed, like, no pressure, you know, let's just play further. If we get to playoffs, that's good enough, you know. We'll have some time to reset and think about the game more together. But obviously, during these days, it was hard because we're playing from 10 a.m. till 10 p.m. And you still need some time to sleep, obviously, since you're a human being, not a robot. So, yeah, it was a bit devastating time in terms of our energy. I think we didn't have any energy to, like, just breathe a little bit and get some rest for our mind, you know, for our body, for everything.
Of course. Well, you have a little bit of rest coming up now. And then, of course, it is into the arena in front of the crowd on the main stage. Do you think that's going to change a lot for you guys?
I think, yeah. I actually really enjoy playing in front of the crowd, especially if it's like Asia or like Chinese crowd. I think they're pretty cool and they're very like positive. They bring a lot of positive energy. And since we're not playing any Chinese team, they're not going to root against us, which also makes me really happy. So I hope they will root for us. We love China. Yeah.
All right, there you go. There's DM's plea to China. Maybe they can get them on board. I love that. DM, thank you so much for coming to talk to me. Good luck on the TI main stage.
Thank you.
It's so sweet that DM, he's like, please, guys, cheer for us. I mean, I do see him as one of those players that thrives so much on being in front of a crowd. He's always enjoyed it every time I've seen him walk out on stages, and it's going to be a pleasure when we do get to see him walk out again on a TI main stage in just a couple of days. But that is all of our group stage wrapped up. Guys, don't close the stream, don't go anywhere, because we are going to be talking about what is going to be the main event in a little bit. But right now, we want to recap what has been 4 fantastic, beautiful days of group stage. This modified Swiss bracket from round 1 to 4, where we round 1, sorry, to 5, we then ended up on our elimination draft show, having our last remaining 10 teams play today, Gunnar. And when you look at this now, what's the biggest standout? Whether match, team that got through, team that got eliminated?
The easy one's Enigma.
Yeah.
Okay.
4-1.
Yeah.
The low-hanging fruit I see you went for?
Most people would expect them to honestly not even make the groups. I think, sure, they topped the groups, but...
Not even make the groups.
Well, like, make it out of groups. Sorry. But most people, looked at them and they topped the groups earlier in the season a couple of times, but I think consistently they haven't done, the strongest. But the fact that they're able to go 4-1 and be, they took the day off today. They don't have to show up to this elimination games. They got to just vibe, watch at home, maybe play some scrims with the other 2 teams that are still in the tournament, if they're lucky enough. And just, it's got to feel good for them.
Yeah, and looking at their run as well, we talked about it a couple of times. They got 0-2 by Iron Wing on day 1, never dropped a single game here on out, even when they went up against Spirit to be that 4-1 team.
Very impressive. Yeah,
Spirit themselves actually is that question mark for me, because we almost saw them get eliminated today. They were 3-0.
That was close.
They, out of everyone, I think, have to have the most amount of relief.
For the Spirit fans, it was probably a roller coaster, considering that they started the groups with 3-0, and then they lost 2 series, and then they also had to play 3 games against Team Resilience, which was not an easy matchup for them. We said that multiple times that the Resilience as a team, they are also kind of the dark horse of the tournament, considering the score that they did have. And I also think that not a lot of people would expect not to see Aurora in top 8, because this is the team that dominated the season, and yesterday when they get to pick and choose who they are going to be playing against, they chose Boom Boys. They didn't really have easy choices, considering them being the
fourth team.
Yandex. So they went, I'd say, with what they thought is going to be the easier one, but in the end they got eliminated.
Yeah, for me, Aurora looked so good in these group stages, and even against Boom Boys themselves, they 2-0'd them very convincingly earlier in the day that they chose them. And the fact that they're not even making it to main stages, it's a shame we're not gonna see them there.
I would have loved to have seen them have a deeper run for sure, but I could say that for literally all of the teams that got eliminated, because there was always something so special about every single team that qualified to TI this year. However, our top 8, they have been decided, and we can have a look at exactly how our first round of our matches are going to play up when we get to that main stage. We're going to have Iron Wing up against Team Spirit, which already excites me. Vision up against Boom Boys, Liquid up against Yandex, and Nigma Galaxy up against Falcons. 4 unbelievable best of 3s to start in the upper bracket there, Gunnar.
Yeah, I don't even know. If you had asked me to pick one, I don't know which one I'd want, because they're all potential grand final games, to be honest.
I'm going to say Falcons Nigma Galaxy, just because I do enjoy a little bit of trash talk that comes out from Amar, and he has the utmost respects of Nigma Galaxy, that there's this weird dichotomy in his personality of he wants to trash talk them, but he also really respects them.
Yeah, yesterday, we arrive at the hotel, I see Kuro, I see Amar, they're hanging out together, going outside. So there's a lot of respect between of them. Of course, him being the part of the team before, but that should be a banger of a series, especially because Nigma Galaxy, they are on top of their game right now, and it feels like they can challenge any team.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just looking at that main stage group, the skill level of these teams has never been closer. I've watched every single TI, and all of these teams are just playing at such a high level. I will note, Vision does seem a step ahead of a lot of the teams with, I mean, how can you not with Satanic getting nearly 1,000 GPM every single
I
game
was gonna say
on
every
single
record.
hero. So, but truly, the competition is so close this year.
Yeah, there's a lot of records being broken, a lot of individuals wanting to prove themselves, but that's our main stage bracket. You guys are probably wondering, though, when exactly are these best of threes happening? It's going to be all unfolding on Thursday. That is Thursday the 20th. Our opening ceremony will be at 10 a.m. CST. You guys don't want to miss it, with the first game happening just about that time, and it is going to be playing out in the order Iron Wing and Team Spirit starting us off. Vision, Boom Boys, Liquid, Yandex, Nigma Galaxy, and Falcons to follow. All a rolling schedule, so time approximates. We're not exactly sure how exactly it could play, because knowing Team Spirit, they're gonna want to push it to a game number 3. They're gonna want to have some 60-minute barn burners up against Iron Wing.
I mean, Iron Wing's also not had the quickest games this tournament.
That's
had
true.
The, extremely long. I think even their Enigma series, it was a 2-0, but they had some very long games there. So, you know, is this like a 1 a.m., 2 a.m. TI? Those are always the best for me.
That's when the second series will start, you mean?
Yeah.
Obviously.
I always love the extremely long games, especially with the crowd. You get the casters, they got to hype everyone up. They get the sounds in there. That's the magic of TI for me.
It really is. And we're rounding out our final day, and my final day with you guys. So I want to ask how you're feeling at the end of group stage. Any final thoughts, as well as what you're looking towards when we do finally get into that main stage in a couple days on Thursday?
I'm just excited to watch good Dota. I mean, we've already seen so much good Dota, but the main stage is when all of these teams, not that any teams have been hiding strats or anything, but this is really when we're going to see everything come out. Every team is going to put everything out on the table. They're going to just show up, do their best, and everyone's going to go for that crown.
Yep, Dota has been amazing in the group stages. It always gets better when we get to the main event in front of the crowd. This is what Dota is supposed to be about, you know, the community, us cherishing the game and playing in front of the crowd inside of the arena. And this is what we do the best. So really looking forward to see what this is going to look like.
Yeah, I'm just excited. With all the teams being so similar, I want Vision to have a struggle to the finals if they make it there.
Be tested.
Yeah, I want them to, it's like, if they're going to make it to the finals, I want it to be through like a lower bracket where they drop there, maybe like in the second round of uppers, they drop a weird match to Team Liquid, Team Yandex, or Nigma. And I just want to just see them not have a perfect run. You know, I like when TIs are a bit of a struggle for the winning team.
It's almost giving that little bit of an underdog taste to it, despite maybe the team always being one step ahead. But gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure to get to have you guys through the group stage here. But we are closing out our day number 4 of TI 15 group stage. We will be returning for the main event on Thursday, the 20th. Like I said, 10 a.m. is the absolute latest you guys want to be tuning in for all of our games, where we're going to have our top 8 fight it off to see who continues in the upper bracket or the lower bracket. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you on Thursday.